You know, there's a reason why people don't like to think for themselves, and it actually comes down to a science. The reason why people panic when it comes to overthinking. When certain people meet people that they think is intellectually superior, the brain's amygdala, that almond structure in your brain that's responsible for the fight or flight, it sends a signal to the nervous system. The amygdala becomes highly active. This is what study shows. Deep thinking signals primal survival responses. Kind of similar if you were standing face to face with a lion. I have been responsible for being arrogant in my thinking, but sometimes when a person feels intellectually inferior, they'll still think the person is being arrogant when they're not, because they feel threatened. You think you know everything, Mr. Know-It-All, and the person not even being arrogant for real. But this reason is because of how our brains evolved. Our ancestors were tribalistic people, meaning separating from the group could mean unaliving. So that means it wasn't about being the smartest person around. It was about being socially accepted by the group. Because isolation is vulnerability, and vulnerability in that time could mean you unaliving. And we still have that hardwiring. If you belong to a church, a friend group, whatever you belong to, any types of group you can think of, that is your tribe. You have that one person who thinks outside of the box, but he doesn't say what he thinks or feels because he wants to be accepted by the group. And this is strategically done. Matter of fact, it's in the 48 Laws of Power. The 48 Laws of Power, Law 38, think as you like but behave like other, advises you. While you should maintain your own thoughts and ideas, it's strategically beneficial to conform to social norms and expectations in your outward behavior. This approach allows you to avoid unnecessary conflict, maintain positive public image, and blend in with your environment to achieve your goals. And literally, we do this unconsciously all of the time. It's survival. That's why when people get isolated from the group, it feels like an unaliving. I'll give you an example. If anybody ever been a Jehovah's Witness, if you get this fellowship, you feel like a part of you done unalive. You feel this way because you've been separated from your tribe. And that brain make you feel that vulnerability because you've been separated from your tribe. You're not accepted by your group right now. And it even happens with our children. When the popular kids at school pick on a little kid, there's that one guy who think that's not right. But if he goes against his tribe, he will get isolated. And the fear of not being accepted by his group, he joins in with picking on the other kids. Even though deep down in his heart, he don't want to do that. He don't want to be separated from his tribe. But the only problem with that is when you don't have your own mind and you don't think for yourself, it drowns out your authenticity. Because the true you will not align with your tribe for real. But you've been accepted by them, and since you've been accepted by them and you know that isolation is dangerous, you try to think like them. You try to behave like them. That's why most people are also afraid to speak truth. When a person speaks their mind, we kind of low-key agree with them. A lot of us disagree with people because we automatically know that other people would disagree with that person. Secretly, you share their thoughts and ideas because you know the way this person think and what this person say, they're gonna stir up trouble, and you want to be on the winning side because it's survival. A lot of you, and I'm just being realistic, say you serving God because you love him, okay. But if we're looking at it from a real spectrum, you just don't want to burn forever. You want to survive. Everything instinctually is literally trying to survive. The animal that you're hunting that is running away is literally trying to survive. We associate with not being socially accepted to an unaliving sometimes. That's the way our brain think. We still got that hard wiring of our ancestors. The only problem is a lot of people go to the graveyard without the real them actually being able to breathe. It takes courage to be yourself in a world full of followers, for those who need it.